I promise there are no more races after this. This is my last chance to score some big points. And there's some familiar faces and some fast racers in this race. I've seen a few of these people before. I know for a start that I'm going to struggle to meet Vicar 19's lap times. He's been destroying me in pre-practice. I'm just going to say to him that he's fast, out of my canned responses. So that is reflected in the points for this race. So I only need to come 6th in this race. This is a much more difficult race than the last one. I'm going to make sure that my car is set up how I want it. It is set up how I want it, because that was a mistake that I made last time, was that I went and did my qualifying lap with the car nowhere near how I wanted it to be. So, me and Vicar 19 have been following each other's progress throughout the whole season, more or less. So I'm interested to see what I can do against him. I know he's quick, and he's very, very quick round here, beating my personal best by a good second a lap. So I wish him well, but not so well, because I do want to win. You notice on Now or Ghost in the top corner. I've changed that just so I've got a bit more visibility on this one, just so I can see the track a bit better on the track map. I'm just playing around with settings in this final race. This is the final one of the season, the final race of the whole season. My goal here is to get out and get a lap in. I want to get this lap done and dusted and nailed. And thank you to my viewers for coming back. This is going to be a good one. So we've got a few very fast drivers in this race. There is the guy in front, Salient Shrimp. He's very fast. Came across him in the last race. Not in the last race today, sorry, in the last round at Suzuka. He's very good. And we've got some chaos. I don't know what's going on. We're through it. Gamers just cannot be trusted, can they, to have a clean outlap? I mean, there's not even any places to be gaming on the outlap, for God's sakes. So what's the point in all of the aggro? Clean track in front of me, but I think I'm going to try and play a trick on Mr. Shrimp in front. If he slows down to give himself a gap to the car in front, I'm just going to push in. The car in front's had a bit of a wobble. Faster than Mr. Shrimp, judging by the outlap. Right, concentration time now. Actually, he did the opposite. I did lose some time because it made me miss that apex of distraction. The Aston Martin behind me has set a faster lap than me so far. Ruined it. Hold position for now. That won't last. Not with that time. Pura Krona behind me was on a very, very good lap, and there we go. Some fast times coming in now. 2:08.1. Very, very fast. I don't know if I can beat that. I'm just going to try and look after my tyres on this outlet. He's doing the same actually, he's not pushing. Going 10th. That's weird because he is on a fast lap, but he doesn't appear to be pushing. Either that or I'm just keeping up with him just with my eyes shut. Currently 5th. 8/10 on pole. Vicar 19 on pole. That's not a surprise. He's been setting ridiculous lap times. Just keeping those tyres intact. It's not something I've had the liberty of being able to do in previous sessions, but I have got no cars anywhere near me on track. So, starting the lap with fresh rubber. Vicar's done a 2:07.8. I told you he's a second lap faster than me. There's the proof. I don't think there was much wrong with my lap. Middle sector maybe. this lap's faster. May have been a few tenths there, but I don't think it's faster. And there you go, binned it. I was really pushing. Now I'm just going to try and keep the tyres alive and try and do a second lap. Someone's got even faster. This is it, the last qualifying lap of the season. I don't know if the tyres are going to be any good, but we'll have to see. Oh! It's ended the way that most of my races go, and to make it even worse, I've lost places, I'm 7th. But this is a much harder grid than the last one. You can see the guy in front of me with 654 points. For this race to change my championship score, I only need to come 6th, as is the difficulty of this field that I'm against. And I don't think I could have gone much faster. Mr. Shrimpy has actually set a very, very close lap time. I'm going to get my car set up for the race. I am going to do the weird thing and start on the, you know what, I'm going to do something really weird. I'm trying something very strange. I'm going to get all of the tyres out of the way at the start. I'm going to do 1 lap on hard, 5 lap on the medium, and then I'm going to do my laps on soft at the end and see if that works. It's got 2 advantages. It means that I'm not fighting anyone. It means the first lap is going to be murder. I'm going to be really struggling on hard tyres into turn 1. It's going to be a danger to get through turn 1 alive. But I'm going to try and win this race on strategy. I'm hoping that these guys just fight each other in the race and lose time to each other because of fighting. I've got to be very careful because on the hard tyres, the danger is that if I get a guy coming up my inside, then I'll get the whole field coming up my inside, and eventually someone will take me out. So I've just got to be super, super careful. Got 17 seconds to wait. It's an interesting final race with this very difficult grid. You know, guys here who've scored 500 championship, 512 and 654 for the guy in front. The guy in front can only have scored that many points if he was former Class A, because there's not a way to score 600 points without being Class A. And Vicar just seems to be a bit of a Suzuka specialist, let's say. It's very quick. Second a lot faster than me. Gonna up the traction control to 3 on the outlet. I'll lower it to 2 during the race. And I'm really rolling the dice by telling everyone what tyre I'm starting on. I'm going to be very careful with this strategy because this could put me back down in last after I come out of the pits. Well, it will put me back right down in last, but it's whether it puts me with the idiots or not. That's the problem. It's whether those idiots hold me up. So it's only going to work if I go to the mediums when I come out of the pits. Fingers crossed. It's a highly British grid. There's something that I'm noticing there. All those Brits up front. The British Empire. What's my rank amongst the people in? I'm the 17th best driver in the room. Come on. That's how hard this grid is. And Mr. Shrimp is the best. And I know that he's the highest rated out of all of us because I've seen his rating. He's very close to being A-rated. It says a lot when I enter a room and I'm the 17th highest rated driver in that room. That says a lot about the difficulty of this room. And I don't expect many people to make mistakes here, except me. Just a quick word out to my sponsors, I almost forgot. Crafty Beer Guy, if you're out in Hereford and you like beer, he's got a market stall, he does amazing beers. He's in the Herefordshire area, so he does all the little villages around there. Take a look at his Untapped and his website for the list of beers he's got. And a quick word out to my other sponsor, Boosters and Bubbles, who have just teamed up with Power Max Racing to offer you amazing car detailing in the Stratford-on-Avon area. They're based over in Bidford now, no longer down across the road from me, still offering the same great service. I'll be getting some Power Max stickers on my real car and on this car as soon as I can. Yes, I ran wide at the first corner, but I was amazed by how little grip these hard tyres have got. That is incredibly poor grip. This was maybe a mistake. since making that mistake, the pack hasn't got away from me. I can still see them, okay, 3 seconds up in the distance, but I'm getting rid of the worst tyre here. Onto the medium, no refueling. This will put me out down at the back of the grid, and it may cause me some problems catching up with people now. I may end up getting in fights with other cars. Bazza behind me is doing the same strategy, same idea. Yeah, never works, mate. Never works around the outside, don't even try. Damn it. Let this guy back. It's going to give him the place, unfortunately. He was driving quickly behind me now. holding you up, that's the important thing. He may be on the soft tyres, who knows? And if he is, then I'm going to have the advantage later in the race, aren't I? At the moment, he's not holding me up. That's the important thing. In fact, he's giving me a nice tow, actually. Slightly distracted there because I thought I saw cars spinning out and I didn't. There is a fight ahead. I don't want to get involved in it too much. If I can profit from it, that would be great. They can just take each other out or something, or give each other a penalty. Or if they could give me a slipstream, but they're too far away. Damn it. I said I was going to turn the traction control down and I didn't. That is actually costing me lap time having that not turned down. The lower you can run it, the faster it'll go. I could probably run it on 0 around most of this lap. Pitting this lap. I'll try and overcut these. I'll do whatever these guys don't do. Who can take the hairpin the slowest? That was the slowest I've ever taken it. I know you could take it that slowly. Like half of these pick, half of them don't. be careful actually, because Bazza behind me could undercut me as well. How I avoided that guy then. For me, please. Yeah, that's it now. We can do softs until the end. 6 laps per stint. The good rubber, the good life. This is interesting. I don't have the advantage this time to take this guy into the corner. This is costing me lap time now. I don't think I can get him around here either. Sorry, mate. Sorry. Shit. Big penalty. Damn it. I'm sorry, mate. We were racing really cleanly, really fairly, and it was just... He was getting involved in a fight he shouldn't have got involved with. That's his problem. He's on medium tyres. Medium tyres, you know, he's getting involved in a fight that he shouldn't have been involved with, really. Now this is going to hurt. 1, 2, 3. I hope he doesn't get back past me though. But it's kind of ruined any chance of me getting past people in the pits now. I mean, he was just driving so much slower than me, and I didn't intend to hit him. It was a very glancing blow. This is the problem with this strategy. You just can't get past these guys on the harder tyres. I'm going to call it quits. I need to finish 6th in the race, and there's no point in continuing. So it's a shame the season ended like that, but it did. And I can't even check my score actually, because they've removed the link to the race because it was the last race in the season. So that's a shame, because I wanted to show you the championship score. 595 points I scored, 17th best in the Team Mercedes, best in Warwick, best in the Warwickshire area. So I was just hoping though to be more than 17th for Mercedes, but yeah, that wasn't going my way at all. It happens. Just trying to race against back markers because of the tyre strategy. So the final race of the other season, the Nations Cup, is on Saturday. I'll be doing that as well, and then there'll be a break after that for a few weeks where there won't be any videos, there won't be any races. So I'm going to take a well-earned break as well. Just a final shout out. So this season I hoped to be punching at a higher level. I hoped to be at A class. What happened, why I didn't reach A class, I did reach A class at the beginning of the season, but when you reach A class you need to practice all the time. You need to practice at least an hour a day at the different tracks to really get good at them. And it's sad to say, but I put work first, and I'm not going to put work first in the future. I've had a word with the guys at work, and it's not going to happen, because what matters to me most is not a computer game, but it is competing at something that I'm good at, and I don't like making a fool of myself. Arguably, if I'd have had all of last night to practice at Suzuka in that car, I would be going a second lap faster. I know that I can go faster. It's just a matter of studying the data. You actually have to do like a real racing driver does, and look at your lap time, look at the best lap times, compare the differences, see where you're losing the time, and change your driving style to match what the faster drivers are doing, and really learn from them. And I've just not had time to do that. What you don't see in these videos is that I only do about 10 practice laps before the first race of the day, each day, and you just cannot get to that ultimate level with 10 laps of practice. It just doesn't happen. I'm in a situation at the moment where I'm actually looking on YouTube for advice on what to do in different races about 5 minutes before the race. I decided the pit strategy for this one about 5 minutes before, just by watching YouTube. So I also want to say thank you to Mr. MCA on YouTube. His channel's amazing, and thank you to Tijni as well. I've watched both channels a lot to pick up my driving technique. Mr. MCA for the strategies as well, because I haven't had time to figure them out myself. So it's a shame that the season's ended on a low note, but to be fair, I'm pretty tired as well. These 18 lap races, I'm drenched in sweat at the moment. You can't really see it, you can smell it. I've got actually blisters on I've got a blister on my thumb where the stitching of the steering wheel has been rubbing against my hand. So I'm not looking for sympathy, I'm not looking for excuses. I'm just saying that to really reach that next level, I need to improve. my setup in terms of not sitting on a sofa, sitting where I can actually reach the steering wheel better, so that I've got it firmly in my grasp at all times, so that I've got better reach of the pedals, so that I'm not having to stretch to get the pedals to the ground. Other things, silly things like just how comfortable I am with the cushions behind me as well. It's just not a good setup, it's distracting. I think I'm also going to cut down the amount of videos I do. I love the fact that the same few people watch every video. It really makes me smile when I see one person still watching at any given time. It's great, I really appreciate it, but I think I've got to now consider that I'm distracting myself quite a lot from the ultimate pace that I can be doing. Trying to be funny, trying to talk during a race, trying to tell you what's going on, that can lead to mistakes. That can really lead to screw-ups. So yeah, I think what I'm going to try and do is I will still host races, but maybe only the first race of the day each day, and then the subsequent races will be like the proper let's go for it ones. There's a break now where there's going to be no championship to replace the one that we've just finished. I don't know how long that break's going to be, because bloody Gran Turismo, they don't really announce. You see, this is the calendar. They're just not telling you anything that's happening. It's very annoying. It may be that they don't do another championship because of the PS5, because they will be going to Gran Turismo 7. If they do that, I will follow them. I will get Gran Turismo 7 on launch. I will get a PS5 as soon as they come back in stock. Sorry, did I say PS7 or did I say PS5? Gran Turismo 7. I will get them. I will be getting a HD 4K camera as well, because the camera's letting down the streaming quality. It's just this is just the PSVR camera. It's not very good. It's the same camera that the PS3 shipped with, believe it or not. It's just a terrible camera. I'll be improving, if I can, the sound setup. So I tried today using headphones so that you're not getting my voice competing with the sound system, but it didn't quite work. We had some technical issues with the microphone not working. Other things, apologies to my sponsors for not getting your logos on my car. I said at the beginning of the season I was going to do it. There's a technical reason why I didn't, and also a real life reason. The technical reason is that it's bloody hard to get the logos to upload onto Gran Turismo. The maximum file size that you can have for a logo is absolutely nothing. It's a couple of kilobytes, so it's very hard to actually upload and get the file small enough. And then personal reasons is just going back to what I was saying about working all the time. So for the middle of the season, between I think it was pretty much all of August I was working 15 hours a day, every day, Monday to Friday. That was to safeguard the jobs of the people that I work with and the people that I care about. I was happy to make that sacrifice because of the difficult situation we're in at work, which I won't go into, but there is a difficult situation at work. Now, what really has to change though next season is my work got out of control. It got to a stage where our emergencies at work were over, the situation was stable, and yet I was still being expected to work 15-hour days. It was still, everything was every deadline was urgent, everything was an emergency, everything was up in the air, and I have now said to my manager, you can shove it, because I'm fed up of being the guy who does those hours. And it's things like this that really hurt me, when something that I care about on a personal level, something that is a personal victory, slips away, and it's only because of something like work. It's just not on. It's just not on. It doesn't matter how big my bonus is, it doesn't matter how much they pay me, and trust me, that's a lot. But no amount of money will replace the disappointment that I have in myself when I do a bad job through having a lack of time to invest in my hobbies. And it's not just Gran Turismo, it's not just gaming, it's other targets that I set myself as well. I did say that I was going to try and lose some weight during the last few months, and you can see I've not got any narrower. I could start to sort of maybe crush my picture a little bit, make myself narrower, but you know, I've not lost any weight. I've not got any jobs done around the house. The house I've now owned for a year, and it still doesn't have furniture in places. Just as an example, I want to move this steering wheel upstairs, have a gaming room with a gaming monitor, my PC at the side, all the hardware connected up in a proper rig. I've got the money to do that, trust me, I've got the money to do that, but have I got the time? I haven't. I've just not got the time. So, and that's what hurts me, and it's all because of work. It is all because of work. So, sorry to be moping and to be let's see what car I've won. Is that even today? Is it today the 28th? Yeah, it is, isn't it? See, I don't even know what the date is. Oh yay, it's a Lamborghini. No, oh my god, all my Italian friends are no longer my friends. I just said, is that a Lamborghini? And it's a Ferrari Dino. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. I thought it was a Lamborghini Miura. Oh, jeez. How much is that car worth? Is that one of the most expensive cars in the game? I think it is. Hang on. Have I just accidentally got one of the most expensive cars in the game here? Because that'll put a smile back on my face if I have. You know, he's done crap, but he's got a car that is worth, 15 million credits or something stupid. What I'm really looking forward to, by the way, just making conversation here, is I'm now looking forward to not actually having to race against people for a while. I can beat the computer in my sleep, and I think it's time for me to just have a bit of fun. How much is it worth? Oh, it's only worth $500,000. Damn it! I forgot. It's not like it's one of these where it's worth 20 million. 250 GTO. Yeah. Anyway, I was saying, so I'm just looking forward to just doing some fun races against like the computer or just against myself. Just having fun driving. Last week I did a single player race in Jaguar E-Types with virtual reality, and that was so fun. It was Jaguar E-Types around Goodwood. It was real fun. I really enjoyed it. In fact, I might even do a video for you guys. E-Type versus F-Type. Can we make a Jaguar E-Type go faster around a track than an F-Type? I think that'd be an interesting little video. If you think that's an interesting video, like and subscribe. That is all I ask. It costs you nothing, and it means that YouTube thinks I'm super cool, and I am super cool. So, you know, I'm gonna make it all add up. Right, I'm gonna get off in a minute, but I just want to say again, thank you to everyone who has followed me from the start. Thank you to the people who I've met along the way as well. It's really put a smile on my face that random people off the internet actually think my streams are good. That's cooler than anything, because my friends have got to pretend to like me, but you know, people who are complete strangers liking me, that's way cooler, you know. So what I'm saying is that my friend's friendship's worth nothing compared to the friendship of a complete stranger that I don't even know. That's not what I'm saying. I'd be crap at being a Formula 1 driver, wouldn't I? If they interview me and I say something, it just all comes out like bleh. Oh god. Yes. So, holiday time for me. Time to go have a beer. I've got some wine in the fridge. I'm going to drink it all. So, it's a shame we couldn't end with the best result of the season, the most amazing, coolest thing ever. But, hey, you know what? This wasn't, I'm just going to let you in on a secret, this wasn't actually the official championship. If you read the title of the championship, Oh, I've gone to the wrong link. If you read the title of the championship, it clearly says Exhibition Series. The Exhibition Series is like a warm-up championship. It's not the actual Nations Cup. If you actually look on the FIA link here, it's hang on. It stopped sharing my screen. That was annoying. I've also realised nobody's watching now, so I am now just talking to myself. If you basically look at it, this is the real FIA. The real FIA Nations Cup is up here at the top right. This is the exhibition series, and the real Nations Cup is starting soon, I think. So last year it started when it started in it started in April. So I don't know what they're going to do until April, but there will be another championship, I'm sure. I don't know if it will be some other name or something, but anyway, what on earth is that? I'm very good at cutting my own stream off. Sorry about that. Anyway, I've waffled on for way too long now. Like, I've waffled on for longer than the race. So, have a good one, guys. Don't forget to come back on Saturday when I am going to have my final race of the whole season and everything. This will be the last race of the Nations Cup. And before we go, I'll tell you what, one last thing. I promise this is the last thing. We're just going to have a look at... so I'm 101st in the UK in the Nations Cup. And to beat my score, I need to score more than 75 points. Piece of cake. Should be a piece of cake. But fingers crossed. 90 points, 95 points. That'll up my score quite significantly. So let's aim for that. I'll see you all again on Saturday next week, this week even. So thanks, and like and subscribe.